Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Marvel Future Fight, and today we're checking out another one of the new characters to come to the game. Today we're taking a look at the villain, Whiplash. This is a guy we actually haven't even unlocked him yet, but he's one of the two that are available to everyone else. Agent Venom, which we did do a review on, however he's not available unless you pay for him, which kind of stinks, but we did get to take a look at him, so if you want to go check that. But today we're just gonna get right into it. We're gonna go ahead and unlock Whiplash and get him fresh like that. I got him through. We got a choice of we got 50 selector biometrics, and I put it towards Whiplash because I was wanting to get this character. He looks like he could be a tough guy, and I'm interested to see what he is like, but we're gonna go check him out. Let's start off by reading off the bio here, or the general information of the character. You've got real name Anton Vanko, height 6 feet, weight 235 pounds. Anton Vanko was a young scientist who lived in a small Russian village named Vostok. One day his village was attacked and many townspeople lost their lives, including Anton's father. The assailant appeared to be Iron Man, and Anton vowed he would avenge his father by destroying him. Through reverse engineering Iron Man's technology, Whiplash was born. Using the arc reactor to power his own suit, he attacks with signature electrically charged whips. And these things are not to be messed with. Like, if you see, as you can see, they've based the character off the Iron Man 2 version of Whiplash, and if you see him in the movie, these things can cut through pretty much anything. Like, they're not just you know, like a regular whip, like they'll maybe sting you and electrocute you. These things will cut through stuff, so it's interesting to see how they're gonna incorporate this into the character. But let's go ahead and get him going. We gotta find him down here. He's probably gonna be all the way at the bottom, unfortunately. We gotta scroll down. There's so many characters now. Where is he? Oop. Actually, no, I want that. Wait, don't go away. Notification, hold on. Being distracted by notification. Go away, okay, we'll leave the notification. Going into Whiplash. Sorry, that notification, that looks interesting for another game, however. But we can rank him up a little bit more, so I'm going to rank him up. I think we'll just get him to 2-star. We won't have enough for the 3-star rank up, but that is alright. Sorry, that notification distracted me. That's something for me to check out later. Anyway, back to the video focusing on this. Here is Whiplash. So we're only going to get him up to rank 2, but we'll level him up a little bit. We'll get him up to about the 20s, I think, somewhere around there. Low 20s. Usually these couple will get him up there. Let's put in 3 of those and see where he gets up to. 22, yeah, that should be just about right for the character. So, let's start taking a look at all of what this character has. Like I said, this is the rank 2 version. Also mentioned this is, here, Whiplash, a blast-type character. This is based off of Marvel's Iron Man 2. This is the level 22 version. Physical attack, 754. Physical defense, 448. Energy defense, 560. Health, 2020. And he's got 2 abilities here. Excuse me. Shock applies to self, increases lightning resist by 10%, increases lightning damage by 3%, and we've got Machine, which has no further information to it, so not quite sure what that is, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Actually, just looking here, our Whiplash now has a rank. That's awesome. I guess maybe because not too many people have him just yet, but I'm sure once some people start getting him, we won't have a rank, because not many of my characters actually have ranks unless they started giving out like ginormous numbered ranks. So we'll have to see what happens, but let's take a look at his gear. First up, we have Energy Whip, of course, ups physical attack and energy attack. We've got modified suit, ups energy, at this point, ups just straight energy defense. We've got frayed pants, ignores defense, ups recovery rate, and adds health to the character. That is nice. Surprising that pants would add health, but I guess, you know, in the game, what else are you gonna do? And then last but not least, we've got the arc reactor, ups attack speed and it'll ignore defense. And when it says ignore defense, it doesn't mean it ignores Whiplash's defense, it ignores the enemy's defense. So that's a good thing. It'll allow more damage to be put on an enemy and not so much taken up by like armor or defense or stuff like that. So that is a good thing to have. Moving on, we have the skills here. We've got Whip Shot, the first one. Lightning damage, 87% of physical attack, additional 142 lightning damage. Cooldown time 7 seconds. We've got Cross Slash. Applies to enemies, bind for 3 seconds. Lightning damage, 106% of physical attack. Oh, geez, go down. Go away, notifications. Anyway, 106% of physical attack, additional 142 lightning damage. Cooldown time 9 seconds. His 3-star ability is Whip Snare. This has got a lot. Wow. Applies to enemies, stun for 1 second. Apply to self, 100% chance to penetrate with energy immunity, physical immunity, all damage immunity, and invincible effect for 1 second. Lightning damage, 55% of physical attack, additional 29 lightning damage. Cooldown time 15 seconds. That's a long one. We've got the 4-star ability, which is passive ability called Mechanical Engineering. Applies to self, increases damage dealt by 80% from skills to machine-type characters. We've got 5-star ability, or the 4th attack, High Voltage. Applies to self, 5% ignore defense for 15 seconds. Increases lightning damage by 5% for 15 seconds. Cooldown time 20 seconds. Active, or the 5th attack, 6-star ability, we have Whip Storm. Applies to enemies, bind for 3 seconds. Lightning damage, 131% of physical attack, additional 142 lightning damage. Cooldown time 15 seconds. Moving on to those last 2 passive abilities, we got the tier 2 ability called Burning Revenge. Applies to self, increases lightning damage by 30%, ignores target dodge rate by 20%, and increases skill damage by 15%, and increases bonus damage by 30%. Last but not least, I'm running out of breath here. Last but not least is his leader ability. It's Armament Upgrade. Applies to all allies. Decreases skill cooldown by 4%. That'll be nice, considering some of these ones have a long cool. That's not anything too different from any other characters. And I guess we'll check out Uniform. Well, we didn't take a look at the character. Uniform here, he's only got the one. Like I said, this is based off of the Iron Man 2 version. I kind of talked about this video when I touched on all the new characters added to the game. I can't zoom in on him for whatever reason. Can we zoom in? Okay, I can't zoom in at this point, but if you can kind of see on his chest there, he's got so much detail to the character, so it's a very, very nice design with the tattoos and then just all around like the arc reactor and like his suit and that, or like his, yeah, I guess you can call it a suit and that. There's a lot of detail to it, all the little bits and pieces that make the character nice, and I'm actually kind of surprised. I was actually more interested in this character than I thought I was going to be originally, but overall he does look nice, and it'll be nice to see what he will be doing. We're going to take a look at him in the skill previewer. One thing that I want to say before we do go into that, with the uniforms, I did and touch on this in the other video. One thing I would like to see, if they're going to make a uniform for Whiplash, I would like to see one with the comic book version, just because, you know, I think in the end they will. At least I hope they will. Just, you know, it kind of seems to be that way. Like, with a lot of characters in this game, they'll do the movie versions, but they'll also have the comic book versions as well. So I hope they do eventually make the comic book version of this character, because it would be a pretty awesome uniform. I do like this one still too. Definitely not complaining about this guy's design, but it would be nice to see a comic book version of him as well. But watching him run, it's kind of nice. It's kind of cool. They have the whips going behind him. What is he reminding me of? Oh shoot! There's one anime some of my friends reference at school that I think it's like Naruto or something. He running like that. I don't know. It's just I was kind of expecting him to do that with the whip. What else they would actually make him do with the whips. But let's go ahead and start taking a look at his attacks here. Let's take a look at the basic attack. Just a simple, just kind of 1, 2, and then a swing with the 2 of them. You know, I mean, in the end, that's all you can really do with the whips. However, that does look very, very slow. So either he applies a large amount of damage per hit, or that's actually not a great attack, because it looks really slow. It's actually kind of painfully slow to watch. So for me, I like a character who can attack fast, and that's so this guy may not be my type of character. Like, he does look cool, and I'm hoping the rest of his attacks do look cool, but if he's a slower character, he he may not be for me. So we'll have to see what his attacks are like. Let's go ahead and start looking at them. But with the first attack, so that one was pretty simple. It's not much different than actually the basic attack. It's just kind of him swinging with both whips, kind of like a overhead, or like a overhead spinning at that, and then he kind of slashes from each side. So honestly, that's not too different with the from the main attack, or from his basic attack in that. And so let's see. So far, I'm not too impressed with the character. Let's hope he can pick things up with the second attack. Again, not much different there. Just swinging the whip so far. Just kind of a 1 and a 2. So it looks like he kind of tangles up the enemy and then brings them in closer and then hits them all together. I mean, that can be a nice ability, but it doesn't look like it does too much. So, I mean, in the end, with this character, there isn't a whole lot they can do. Like, design-wise, I'm definitely more impressed with the character than I thought I was going to be. I like the design much better, but so far with the attacks, not super impressed. I mean, there isn't a whole lot you can do with the 2 whips, but we'll see what happens with these next 3. Let's go on to the third attack now. Oh, that one looks like it actually could be nice. I want to see from a bit of a distance, because it looks like it pulls in the enemy. We were standing right next to him. Let's see if he pulls in the guy. Okay, no, not quite. So he just, it looks like he throws the whip forward, and he tangles them up in the whip, and then he's just straight like electrocuting them. So that's something different. It's not just the usual kind of slash and hack with the whip. So that's kind of nice to have something different. Again, that's an alright, so, you know, I'm just gonna go on. Let's go take a look at the 4th attack. Let's bring them all together, because he should be getting to some that are a bit bigger or have a bit of a radius to them. So let's get into a nice big blob here and check out the 4th attack. That wasn't an attack. That was just a boost. So nothing too impressive so far. Kind of disappointed. Let's just get this 5th one out of the way, and then I'll kind of give an overall opinion here. So that one, just multiple overhead swings. Kind of 1, 2, 3, it looks like. It does look like it leaves a bit of an electric charge on the ground afterwards, but it looks like he's almost just like, he's like, you know, like whipping horse, or like, you know, he's on like a carriage guiding the horses, just kind of saying, giddy up, you know. I mean, I wouldn't want to get hit by, if I was a horse, I wouldn't want to get whipped by these whips. However, yeah, I'd say, I mean, in the end, I'm a little disappointed. I kind of had I was kind of looking more, or for more out of him, I guess, kind of because I was more impressed with the character than I thought I was going to be right off the bat. But when it comes, like, visually, I'd say the character is great. I'd say he's actually, he's one of the better characters in the game, design-wise. I don't know why. For me, I just like his design better than some characters in the game. However, his attacks, I'm not too impressed with. Again, there isn't that much you can do with whips, but overall, not much of a variety of attacks. I'd say probably my favorite one is probably the 3rd attack, just because it's kind of got something different there, but the rest of them are all just kind of him swinging around the whip. So that's a bit of a disappointment, at least to me. But again, let me know what you think in the comments below of Whiplash, if you're a little disappointed or if you think the character is great. If you think the character is great, I would love to know why. You can let me know in the comments below. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and take him into battle. You know, again, like I say this every review. Just while in the skill preview, you get to see what the attacks look like, but you don't get to kind of get the feel of what kind of damage the character can do until you actually take them into battle. So we're gonna take him into battle and see if maybe or he can change my opinion of him, make me feel like he's a bit of a better character than he is. Okay. Oh, the new Avengers are in trouble. We need your help. Okay, I'm sorry. Does anybody have a number? Ooh, custom gear. Ooh. Okay. What is this? Special mission. Sorry, I haven't been through parts since the update. I haven't played too much of the regular missions. Okay, that doesn't sound like anything new. Alright, that was just a bit of a distraction. Sorry, I haven't been into the quest since the update. I've just been kind of trying to get the character, and then I've been out the last couple of days for most of the last day, so I haven't had too much time to play any battles yet. So what level are we at? We'll go a little bit lower, because Whiplash is only level 22, and we don't want him to die on us. So we'll go for about a level 19. Let's go this route. We'll start in on this one and we should be pretty safe on this one. I'd say we'll be about even, a little bit stronger. You know, you always want to go, you don't want, at least I would always say, don't go into a battle where you don't feel comfortable. And for me, comfortable is being a few levels stronger than the opponent, or at best par with the opponent. Like, I think I've only gone to a battle where I've been a lower level a couple times, and usually they don't end well for me. But I think we should be alright, and it should be a pretty even comparison for damage, in that damage and defense, kind of the ratio between the two. So let's go ahead and see what Whiplash can do. I'm not liking it so far. Just, it feels like it's got an alright radius. Like, I mean, we got the 3 guys there, and so far he's one-shotting everybody again. Like, he is a few levels stronger, so I mean, while the attacks don't come as fast, I feel they're stronger, but still, he's really slow. Like, he was, like, for him to take the 2 whacks at the box and then try and spin around to get the other guys, it looks like he's only actually really got 2 attacks. There's the one where he attacks once with each whip, and then once where he goes with both whips. So it feels really slow, which it's not usually a good thing, because it leaves you open for attack in that. So not too happy in that respect. But let's start taking a look at the specials here. We've only got access to 2 of them at this point. Using them so far, I mean, they're all right. You know, again, I'd say I'm a little disappointed with this character, because I was kind of, at first I wasn't planning to be too impressed, but then I kind of thought, you know what, this guy could actually be pretty cool. But it's kind of shown that my first guess was kind of correct, so I'm not too impressed with the character. I'm not super happy with him, so in the end, I may not put him much. At least he won't be high on my list of characters to upgrade at this point. But, you know, I wish we could get this guy, like the Hand Master Ninja. He looks cool. I wish we could get him as a character, but that's besides the point. Anyway, yeah, so I'm not, like, super impressed at this point. Like, the individual attacks, they seem to do all right damage, but he is really slow. Like, oh, Hulkbuster just came in there, and I think it just annihilated him. But yeah, he's kind of an interesting ending screen there. But yeah, he's yeah, I'd say it's just because he feels slow, and, you know, he doesn't have much variety in his attacks. You know, I'm not super attracted to the character, and overall, like, his attacks, it felt like he was doing a decent amount of damage, but just he was so slow, and it didn't feel too great to me. But I guess with having checked him out in battle and gone over everything else, that will be it for this video. That was Whiplash in Marvel Future Fight. You can let me know what you think of the character in the comments below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions of him. Do you hate him? Do you like him? What do you wish they'd done better? Which one do you, or what stuff do you think is awesome? All that kind of stuff. You can let me know in the comments below. And if you like the video, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And if you like this kind of stuff, we got lots of it coming out all the time, so feel free to subscribe to the channel. And also, you can check us out on Facebook at Mr. Smiley Co. right there in the bottom right corner of your screen. And I think that's it. So once again, Whiplash in Marvel Future Fight. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.